Are you ready? No. Yes. It's too much gin. I can't. I can't handle it. Yeah. Who has the time? That's their job. I mean, that's their thing. I don't want to. I don't want to step on their toes. Consumed. Consume! What are you eating? Oh. That's kind of... I was going to say, it's kind of diety. Surprisingly diety. Never diet. Snap peas. Edamame. Tofu. It's true. How about the chocolate ones? No? Ooh. They are a rare breed. Yeah, I was gonna say Japan has all the nice things. And also they have a lot of not nice things, so I guess it kind of balances out. It's true. It's probably two. Just to really keep that balance right in sync. Exchange rate. It's a horrible exchange rate. You would think you'd think they would have a it's tax loopholes all over the place. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. Corruption. We should really have a summit about this. No one goes. Well, it doesn't. That's why no one goes to it. No. They are doing a lot, but not to help. So do you want to do an introduction of what we're doing here? Or do we have... I don't know, what are we doing? Kind of BSing around, I think. No, because I only have one camera feed and that's out. If you had a second Skype account, I could fix that, but... Well, stop licking the cat. Go for topics. All right. Yep. Ooh. It's true. I wonder if I can capture that. If I could capture... I think I can. Yeah. Alright, that might be possible. To show up, we might be able to have a YouTube link in between us. Yep. Ideas for the future. Yeah, that might be a few years. No. Brave Frontier. So well, Probably should have a gun or two. I'm not. No. I have this D&D book. That's all I got. They did. It's a D4 at least. You just keep bashing. You don't stop. Sack. You've been sacked. And no one knows what you're talking about with that go. Those dark days are over. Abolished. Abolished, even. In the future, we'll have older nerds rising up and acting as a terrorist state on behalf of Thaco. Yep. Yes. Basically, I mean, really. No, unless you're a couple more attacks and they would have been listed in the terrorist list. That, yep, wholesale, just freaking. Or you can put a pin on that one. Yep. I mean, that was a big mess, anyways. Gamergate. That was a huge mess. I mean, it wasn't even about Gamergate at that point, at the end of it. It was just a bunch of internet hackers and trolls being internet hackers and trolls. But with a mask of something else. The original complaint was about video game ethics and, journalism and all that. Them hacking and bomb threats and swatting is not about Gamergate at all. No, it's just a bunch of douchebags hacking and swatting and releasing public information about people who don't want their public information out there. Yeah. No. Hockey, sports ball. Yep. Yep. Yes. No. I mean, it's and that's weird, I guess. I mean, you think of it that way. I mean, you think you would have thought Anonymous would have been on board with this at some point. I'm sure they were, but I'm just thinking. Yeah, but I'm just because who are they going after? Usually, when something like this happens, they have a big response, or even come out with a "Hey, no, 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 it's enough of that, children. Let's get back in line." But surprisingly, nothing. It's just weird. Yep. Do you think they were just high ranking enough to not be messed with? Yep. I mean, really, I mean, at the end of the day, kind of was. Yep. Hmm. That's what I'm saying. The original scope of GameGate was legit, and that's where it's like everyone gets just so confused. It's like I don't know. It's like the original scope of it was a good thing and was supposed to combat corruption. Fine, but then you went too far, and some other people went too far. Not even those guys. Some other dudes took up the same banner and said, "Look, we fight for the same army, and we're gonna nuke a whole bunch of stuff." And they, whoa, that's not us. And they're like, "Oh, it's those guys." You assholes! That's not us. Whoa. It's true. Yeah. Well, it's because they don't have a million lawyers and $1 jillion. Yeah. Or lawyers. It's weird. I don't know. Yep. It's all dying down now. Let's hope we can move on. We can forget this whole. See, if they just would have just named it something else, them attacking and releasing stuff. If people just would have stopped using the word Gamergate and would like troll assholes or something, I don't know. Then this wouldn't be. This would be a non-issue. Sadly, it would have been just a couple unrelated hacks. Yeah. Yeah. It's true, I guess. Yeah. Legitimacy. What? So close. So close. Oh yeah, no, we are. We're live. Yeah. It's too late now. You went there. Well, at least you're not turning behind every time like the old days. Yeah, not before. It's always after. Beep beep beep. Well, I don't even know why you would look behind you because you never do anything about it anyway. So you'd always swear violently, look behind you, and then turn back to what you're doing. You didn't say anything. Usually, most times, you just turn back to what you were doing like nothing happened and continued on. Yep. Did I damage anyone? Yes. Oh, all right. Moving on now. That's yay, yay revenue streams. It's true. And we'll jump right into Cosby on that note. So what's going on with that? We'll jump right into Cosby on that note. What's going on with there? Hmm. That's horrible. Yeah. But again, I don't know. I don't want to say you should see this stuff coming, but you should really see this stuff coming. You put it online, it's forever. Because it's funny to them. It's tax attention. Yep. It's true. Yep. No. No. Yep. Yep. No. I mean, basically, it's up to whoever was wrong to step forward and go, "Hey, look, this was wrong. This is what happened." Yep. It's true. It's true. No, he's probably not. He's probably like every other 70s, 80s actor who's broke as hell. Not probably. Who knows? Name one actor from that time frame that is like well off. No, I mean, yeah. I mean, all of them complain of like, well, I had $1 bajillion, but I spent it on the diamond-crested horse. Like they all did it. It's true. It was in one form or another. Either they bought a bajillion cars, or all the drugs, or whatever. That's true. But he also bought a bajillion cars too. So yeah, it's true. That we know. That's how he lives so long. Yep. That is his. It's where he keeps. Yep. It's where he keeps all the car dust. Mmm. Perfect. Yep. Borderlands. How we doing on that? Yep. Yep. Oh, nice. Yep. Jack. Yep. Nice. Well, it's Ashley, so. Have you done? Have you played as Jack or? Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a. I mean, you don't have to worry about oxygen, but that's the trade-off. Yeah. Damn, that sucks. Is it kind of weird that he gets powers of people he hasn't met yet? I'm just saying he had yeah. Yep. 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 So it's a zero esque, very zero esque. Weird. Maybe. So. Jack's a jackass. So Far Cry 4 came out. Far Cry 4 came out. So, and it's Far Cry, whatever. You go around in a big open landscape and you kill dudes and do whatever you want. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, this time mountains. So now it's truly is Skyrim. So it truly is, yes, it absolutely truly is Skyrim with guns. No. Well, I'm sure you can shout at people, but I don't know if anything really happens. You can, however, beat the game in 15 minutes. There is a secret alternate ending that you can legitly beat the game in 15 minutes. It's one of those options where like they leave you alone after being captured, and that's the part where you're supposed to like sneak out or charge out or do whatever the fuck you want. That's the point where the game starts for you, the player, and it goes do whatever you want. Right after the big bad guy just said, "Hey, hang on here for a few minutes. I'll be right back." Yada yada yada, and everyone leaves. Right, so that gives you opportunity to do whatever you want. But if you wait there for 15 minutes, he comes back, and then the resolution. No, basically they resolve what minor issue you had with the player character, because at this point you don't have any investment with any of the civil wars, any other plot devices. So he comes back and like resolves the one character thing they've introduced so far, and it ends. Done. Yeah. There's no catch. You're in. Yeah. I mean, 15 minutes, you're done. It's an amazing video, just because you get to see the whole opening, and it just kind of fast forwards through that whole 10-minute wait. But the bad guy is after watching the opening, I'm intrigued because the bad guy does seem pretty epic. I thought it was going to be hard to beat Far Cry 3 bad guy. Just how insane and, very outspoken he was. Yeah. I think this guy is right up there with him. He's very flamboyant. And that's fine, because when you get flamboyant with massively, spontaneously violent, oh, very much so. Yep. I'm sure he would. Because immediately after killing someone, he complains that he got blood on his shoes. Well, just sprayed with blood. Yeah. But getting on them shoes, that was bad. That was a bad thing. So that was the worst part of it. Yeah, getting blood on his shoes. Damn it. Master Chief Collection came out for Xbox users. You can play all of Halo, all of it. Yep. Oh, maybe one through three, anyways. I don't know about 4. Also, it's kind of broken. There's scenes where NPCs should die and they're not. You can't. The enemies can't kill certain NPCs. Well, it continues, but it's really awkward because they're getting blasted by massive lasers and stuff, and then they're just like basically spinning around in a circle. Yeah, it's super weird. That brings up to the point of what's up with all the major game developers releasing games that are massively broken. Oh, yep. At what point does the public say this is enough? Is this the future? I mean, because you're an outlier. You're an outlier as a non-early adopter. You don't pre-order games anymore. You don't do anything. You basically no. But you're an outlier in that. You're not the average. That's that. That's why we still have GameStop. Oh yeah, forever. So, yep. So is that the shift we're going to see in the next couple, 2, 3 years? Is that where we're going to go from? We're going to go from everyone pre-ordering to waiting. But is killing GameStop is really though is getting rid of GameStop a good thing? Is that true though? Because you see a lot of with pre-order bonuses with a lot of different AAA titles. Like you only get content from pre-ordering this game from from Best Buy or GameStop or Walmart. Been a lot of that going on the last 2, 3 years. Yep. Yep. Yeah, where's and wait. And then wait for the reviews. Because that's the other thing coming up. That's the other thing coming is that a lot of the AAA titles are also been embargoing the reviewing websites and other corporations from you can't put out a review of this game until 12 hours after it comes out. Yep. Yeah, but you got reviews of stuff before it came out. They're saying you can't put a review, you can't say anything about the game until it actually comes out. Yep. 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 And that's what they did with Destiny. That's what they've done with Unity. That's what they've done now with the Master Chief Collection. Yep. It's true. Well, if there are glitches, they just make it more wacky. Yep. Yep. That's on you. Not like Skyrim, where it's like you need to do this quest, but it's not activating. Yep. Nope. And they never fixed it. No. I mean, they're not going to. Yep. Pretty bad. Yeah, and they're not going to fix it because if they haven't fixed it by now, then yeah, they've made their money. No one's playing. Who's playing that game? Yep. On PC, on PC, they took that engine, the Skyrim engine, and adopted Morrowind into it, and then Oblivion, so you can go to those lands in the Skyrim engine. Yeah. Yep. 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 Forever. You can at this point you could go backwards. You would go backwards now and play each game. Yep. No. So what isn't your gameplay is Destiny. Are they doomed? Yep. Yep. You get a badge. You get a badge. They give you a cool badge. Nothing. Nothing. It's purely for bling purposes. Yeah. It's a secret. But going forward, so in the first month they had an event every week. We've entered month 2, and the total amount of events we've had this month, zippo. Nothing. All they done this month is promote their next expansion, or DLC, whatever they want to call it, on the 9th of December. There's been yes. 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 Do you know what dungeon? Do you know what dungeon it is? No. It's the Seraphim dungeon. It's the one that I hacked into myself. Yeah. So, I've already accessed the content that I'm going to pay $5 for to access. It's just an unpopulated area, but it's fleshed out. I mean, the lighting effects are there. The you can see where all the little enemy spawn points are, and the little shooting gallery type hide behind stuff. You get the whole layout, but there's no actionable content. You can't open any doors or flip any switches or do anything with it. But it's there. Like right now, it's on everyone's disc. This is the part that makes me really mad, where it's like, hey, we're going to sell you some... It's already on your disc. That's... You already bought. That... I don't know. Yeah, but I own the disc. Yeah. 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 But somehow the... Yeah, oh yeah. And that's exactly what they're doing in games. That's exactly what they're doing. And it's working. So far. Yeah. But this is... Yep. Yep. But, this is where I worry that Destiny is doomed, because it's like you're entering month 2. You need 3 months of retention, right? If you don't get that 3 months that first 3 months of retention in an MMO, you are done. It, yeah. That's what I'm saying. And for now, it's like you were entered month 2. and you've stopped all special events. There hasn't been any. Not to say that your special events so far have done anything, because they've all been failures in one way or the other. Yeah. And yep. But then they're just gonna be. I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. They're messed up. I like the game. I've been playing it. Actually, I was just playing it a few hours ago, but I fear for its longevity. Because it's not like there were pay us $12 a month so you can play this game. They're already a free to play content game. Besides buying it. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I. Yeah. I mean, that's double the cost of Netflix and Hulu, and like I will use those. Yeah, I will use those way more. Per day. But that's what I'm thinking. I've always had that argument with WoW, where it's like, yeah, it's only $8 a month. Like $8 a month, you have a gajillion users, all paying you $8 a month. It can't cost you $8 gajillion a month to keep your servers going. Yep. 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 No, 'cause- yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Servers and bandwidth have an upkeep cost. I get it, but that's not that much. Yep. Because it's not so much the material it's printed on; it's the work, yeah, behind it. But it's the same thing with Final Fantasy VII. It's the same classic argument with Final Fantasy VII. We're not doing a remake of Final Fantasy VII. Why? Do you not want the giant invisible pile of money behind you? No, they've re-released it. I think what 12 times now. Yeah. How many times have they done a collection or a redisc or you today right now you can turn on the PS2, buy it for $5, or even in your room with your PS3, right? You can go buy it right now for $5, right now. Um, a lot of people have been claiming for years that they would take all my money, right, for a remake of Final Fantasy VII, an actual remake. Yes. No. Remake. Unchanged. They haven't done a damn thing to it. And that's the thing. It's like, maybe? I don't know. It's weird. Yep. They have to drive in from another state. They only have the one wrench to push the button, so if they have to FedEx it. But the guy now didn't learn Japanese, he only learns Indian, so you have to get a translator. It just goes on. Yeah. Oh, did you hear about the whole? Did you hear about the whole nuclear arsenal U.S. restructuring? So they did an audit on our nuclear arsenal, and everything's all maintaining, guarding, and moving all these sites. They cheated on their tests. All of them, and you're going to say I don't understand this at all, but all of them are horribly disinterested in their job because everyone views it as a dead end job, and there's no lateral movement or respect for doing it. Yep. 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 The best part of the whole story is that apparently they only had one wrench to attach the nuclear warheads to different objects. One. Per base. Not even per base. This is one wrench in the US. And they would FedEx this wrench. Yes, they would put it in a FedEx box and they would FedEx it to different bases. No. Because they wouldn't, because also not only were people feeling disinterested and unappreciated in their jobs, but everything was micromanaged above them. From above them. Yeah. So every decision, every action was micromanaged. Everything was, hey boss, we only have this one wrench, and the other bases don't have any wrenches. Do you think we should buy a new wrench? And I guess the answer was no, ship it. And so they did. Yeah. Yep. Well, it's not like, I don't think you can just buy a wrench that attaches nuclear things to other things. I don't think you can. I think they have some sort of fancy. This is the 70s. Yes. It had a sprocket. I don't know. I was just thinking. I have no idea. It was the 70s, man. No. They had to net, but since this comes out, since this story has come out, they now have two wrenches. I've had things disappear as a worker in the military. Oh man. So yeah, that happened. Sounds so familiar, doesn't it? I am a good citizen. Oh man. Also, someone found a way. Some scientists found a way to make diamonds with peanut butter. Yep, with peanut butter. Yep. And makes very tiny diamonds. Also, no. Well, we won't be able to feed Isaac any more PB&J because the inflation on peanut butter is just going to go through the roof now. Little tiny diamonds, but yeah, tiny diamonds. I don't know. Squeeze some things? A vice? I don't know. Oh. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I don't know. Gross. So, toys now, you look at toys now and you're like, wow, we didn't have anything like that as a kid. That's amazing. Yep. You would have been arrested so many times back then, but not really because there was no laws against it back then. It's true. Unless you go, unless your house is that far above, what is it, 30 feet? You can't go above 30 feet without a license. Yeah, I think you're pretty safe. Yeah. Eh. Yes. Yep. That they didn't have. They didn't have any lasers. No. No, I don't think so. You have to go back. I- Daughter. Well, I mean, oh yeah, absolutely. Oh man. So what's inspired you for this one? Rosie? Well, we didn't really comment about that. I think that was more internal. Now it's external, though. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Yep. Ever. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Yep. So much hate. You didn't do it. Well, you did, but did they? That is crazy. Yep. Have you watched At Midnight? It's on Hulu. Hmm. No. No. Well, if you quit breaking the bed, I mean, that'd be for one thing. It's not a small bed. One time. Oh man. Yeah, no problem. Yep. He does that. He's always been super quiet at times, and then you like look in, and he's like just sitting there, playing with a car. Yep, he's getting into the cookies. He's getting into something. He's doing no. He's looking out the window, staring at birds. Who knows? Whatever. Yep. Simple. Uh, is it really catnip? I don't know. Dark path. All right. We also should start up a web document, a Google Doc. Google Docs would be fine for just sharing different links throughout the week and different topics. So that way we can both edit it at the same time and access it. So we can do that. We need a logo. Yeah. Is any one of us musically inclined? All right. All right. You're not on. We're not on. You're not on our level. Jingles are coming. You presume? You challenge me? No, you can. I'll just link it to your Gmail. Yeah, that I won't say right now because we're live. Yep. Gotta figure out some way of doing a chat. New batteries already? Oh. Alright. You gotta make sure you turn that off, because that just stays on. Yeah. I'm not surprised. Yeah, because if you just leave it on, then it just... Yeah. I'm working on rigging up just a USB powered one. Yep. Yep. And that will just sit there. What? Yes, I went out and watched it a few days ago. It was pretty good. Oh, Nate must have loved it. Environmentally conscious. Yeah. Mostly. So, did we like the no complaints in the movie? I didn't really have any. I had nothing really about praise. Yeah, I mean, it's a kids movie, so yeah. 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 It's true. It's true. Yeah. Yep. That's kick. That's kicking around somewheres. There's no strings on me. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. That would absolutely. No. Oh man. So I haven't really seen any other movies lately. Just been TV shows for me. Yes. Very good. Yep. Which I think this season has been